Hey fam and friends and supporters, prayer warriors. Just wanted to send you a quick update on what's been happening here at IHOP through my ministry. Thank you so much for all your love and support so far. God's been doing some awesome things. So just a quick update ministry-wise, we finished the internship for the 3 months of our first interns. Well, my first interns as staff, and it was so fun throughout the whole thing just to be able to come alongside them, encourage them, be there for them, and just really see by the end what God really did in their hearts. It was just awesome. I have a couple of testimonies here that I want to share. The last day we did something called a sacred celebration, which was just a really sweet time. We had dinner and did a foot washing and really just commissioned them onto their next season of life and what they'll be doing after the internship here, and had a time of sharing of just what these last 3 months have meant to them and what God did. So one is from a girl named Tamika. She was in my core group. She said when she first came, she was angry, hurt, and broken. And throughout the internship, she realized that God delighted in her, even in her brokenness. And she also said that God awakened some old dreams that she had let go of, which was so sweet. You could just tell, and I shared this with her, like her countenance just changed from when she first got here to when she was done. Like you could just tell, like there's just this peace that was just resting on her. There's another guy, Walter. He was also in my core group. He said he went from being saved to living saved. He saw transformation in his kids, which they're 2 and 4. He felt like this internship that was birthed new ideas in him that he's going to bring back to his church. One being just this rebirth of a heart of worship for him. So that was really exciting. And then another woman, her name's Carrie. She's a mother of 5, and she says, I learned that revival starts with family. This hasn't just been for her husband and her, she says. She said, our kids have been trained to hear the voice of the Lord. And we have a lot of families in our internship, and it was so cool to hear just how their whole family has been impacted in the last 3 months, not just the parents who are going through the internship program, which is so cool to hear. So that's just been really sweet, and it was super encouraging, super excited for just the next round of interns and to do it all over again. We start back up September 11th. Some interns are coming back for track 2. Other interns are going back home and taking what the Lord has deposited in them to their communities, to their churches. And it was just really cool. It was cool at the end to have that sense of commissioning of what did God do, and not just to let it be this spiritual retreat. But now that you understand and you've experienced intimacy with the Lord in the place of prayer and corporate prayer, the value of gathering other believers together to pray, what does that look like now in the next season that you're going to? So it was really cool to just commission them into their next season. They really felt loved, which was great. Another ministry update, I've been working with a woman named Laura and her ministry. We've been doing outreaches to strip clubs in the Kansas City area. And a couple weeks ago, we went to a new strip club, which she had said not any of the ministries here have been able to get into this place yet. And so the Lord gave us favor. We talked to the manager. They said we could come. And so we went with gifts. We had gift bags. It had a rose in it and a compact mirror that said you are worthy, as well as a card that just talked about the Lord and the gift of salvation, and that he sees that they're beautiful and that he wants to exchange beauty for ashes, oil of joy for a spirit of heaviness, and all of Isaiah 61, it talks about that. And so it has that passage. And then we got to go back into the dressing room before their shift started and give them these gift bags. And then we just got to pray with them and just ask, how can we be praying for you girls? And so a few of them just gave prayer requests about their family and protection. And provision and things like that. And so we prayed for them. And it was really cool. There was one girl that was just like, why are you doing this? And like, she was just baffled. And I feel like, and in the conversation, she's so used to the church condemning her. So to have two women come and just love on them, like, it was almost like, what? They weren't expecting that. And so that was just really cool. Our hope and our goal is to continue to go back to these places and just develop relationships with these girls, remember their name and remember their birthdays and just love on them. It's been really cool for me in the place of prayer, because this has always been something that the Lord has put on my heart as far as a burden to contend for in prayer. It's just women and sex trafficking and all of that, and just the ending of that. And just for women to know their worth and their value and who God created them to be. And so it's just been so sweet to actually meet women where they're at, and going to where they're at, knowing that they might not be in a place where they would step foot in a church to hear the good news about Jesus, but let us go to them. And so that's just been really sweet, and super excited about that. You can be praying about that. Other news updates, I mentioned to some of you that I was looking into buying a house. The Lord kind of gave me a vision to have a house where I could rent out rooms to international students that are here visiting IHOP for a season, as well as hosting small groups, things like that, and having a place to host you guys to come and experience IHOP. So that's just kind of been a dream that I've been talking with the Lord about, and kind of looking into, like, what will this cost of housing, what would this look like, all that stuff. So right now it's kind of, I'm in a place where it's like I can't financially like move forward to actually buy something, but still praying about it, still just waiting on the Lord for timing. I still very much want to do it, just might not be right now. So please pray for that. If you get anything from the Lord, I would love to hear. I just really want to invite you in on the journey with me, and I value just your insight and what you have to say. Personal kind of things happening with me and my family. My brother got married in July, so Maggie is now part of our family, which is super exciting. I love that I have a sister now. Just fun for our family to be growing in that way. Also, my mom, we've been contending for her healing from multiple sclerosis, and we've just seen some breakthrough really recently that has just stirred new hope that this is actually going to happen. The Lord is going to heal her. She's going to be healed. So we're just putting our faith to that, and just been stirred in new ways to see what God's doing in my family. So that's just a little personal side note. The other thing right now, we are just in preparation for the next interns to come. And so we're trying to, we got feedback from the interns and making adjustments to our program and class schedules and things like that to best accommodate the next interns coming in. So just pray for our team for wisdom in that, and what that will look like. That's about it from the last couple months. As always, I am so grateful that you guys are with me on this journey. I would not be here if it wasn't for you. So I just speak and I pray a blessing over you guys and your families. Please send me prayer requests. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.